we are going to talk about some breaking news that just happened today in the NFL. Steps, looks like Daniel Jones will no longer be the quarterback for these New York Giants. He has been cut, not traded. Trade deadline's gone, but he has been cut by the New York Giants. Looks like it was kind of a mutual type agreement here, and it looks like it's going to be what's best for both sides going forward. Seems to be what they think. Says New York Giants are granting quarterback Daniel Jones a request to be released. The team announced Friday. Giants president John Mara said the sides mutually agreed that it would be best for him and for the team to move on. Daniel has been a great representative for our organization, first class in every way, Mara said in his statement. His handling of this situation yesterday exemplifies just that. We are all disappointed in how things have worked out. He would have to go through waivers, though it's unlikely a team's going to pick up. That's a fat contract, Steps. $160 million, 4 years there. And if, for some reason, if the Giants had kept him on the roster and then he would have sustained a serious injury that would have prevented him from passing a physical early next year, they would have been on the hook for $23 million. And it says here in the article that was not a risk the Giants are willing to take. What do you think about this, Steps?
I mean, essentially, it says they are going to have to eat $20 million in dead money. So,
yep,
I think that's worth the price of getting rid of Daniel Jones. Like, I never even saw it to begin with. Coming out of college, he went ahead of Josh Allen in the draft. I mean, I would have taken Josh Allen over Daniel Jones any day of the week. And then I can't believe that the contract that he got. Like, we knew what he was. I feel like the Giants settled for a quarterback. They had a brand new, I don't know if the GM was new, but Daboll was brand new. And Daboll deserves to lose his job over this, in my opinion. I think Daboll's a good coach. I think that if he got hired into a different situation and had a redo with a good quarterback, I think he's fine. Daniel Jones was never the guy. He's never worth that contract. He never would have lived up to that contract. The Giants were in desperation mode. I think at that time, like Tyrod Taylor was their backup quarterback. I mean, he didn't really have options.
No shade to Tyrod. We love Tyrod.
I just think he got paid. I never liked the guy as far as his skill set. I think he's always just been highly touted because his name was connected to, the Mannings and Cutcliffe at Duke and stuff like that. They thought he was going to turn out to be another Manning, and it just didn't happen. And for me, I'm not even a scout. I'm not even a coach. I've never stepped on the football field as far as any type of professional scout, athlete, coach, but I could see it. So I don't understand what the Giants were thinking. He'll settle somewhere else. I think that he can still be a starter in the league, but not a $116 million 5-year or whatever he was getting paid. So I don't know. I just never liked it, never saw it, never was on board with it. New York Giants fans now can breathe a little bit knowing that they got a different future ahead and Daniel Jones is not a part of it.
Yeah, and I kind of like the way he handled this. Daniel Jones has always been a class act. You never heard any, off the field stuff or anything like that. It doesn't seem like a lot of the guys in the locker room are against him or anything like that. And he goes on to say in his statement, here he says, there have been some great times, but of course we all wish there had been more of those. I take full responsibility for my part in not bringing more wins. Nobody wanted to win more games worse than me, and I gave everything I had on the field and in my preparation. Of course, this season has been disappointing for all, and of course, I wish I could have done more. I'm 100% accountable for my part, and I did not play well enough, consistently enough to help the team get results. I like this, man. I like this. You own it. You sit there. You didn't play well. You've been overpaid, and you haven't held up your end of the bargain on this thing, but he accepts full responsibility for it. And this tells me a lot about this guy going forward. If I'm a team sitting here looking at this guy and I want to give this guy a chance, I want to know what kind of guy Daniel Jones is. I know I don't have any problems bringing him in-house. He's not going to create any other drama or something like that, any problems in the locker room. There's a lot of guys out there that do that that are a lot more talented than I don't know about more talented, but obviously getting the results more so than Daniel Jones because this guy's got all the attributes, man. There's no doubt that he's a very talented guy at the quarterback position. And
I think he lacks the leadership attribute.
I think he's just more of a reserve guy, man. He's more like a Kirk Cousins kind of. I mean, I know we've seen Kirk get fiery before, but he feels like it's the same type vibe. They're the same type dude.
I think he lacks that fiery portion.
And you need that. You need that. Probably the reason Kirk's been successful in the spots he has.
That hunger, I'm not saying that he doesn't want to win and he doesn't work to win. I'm sure he's very smart. I'm sure he prepares well. But there's always those intangibles that you either have it or you don't. And he's not he just doesn't seem like the type of guy that's going to pump the huddle up, that's going to get the sideline going. I mean, you're the quarterback. You're the leader of the team.
Right.
Like people look to you to lead like that. And he's not leading through his play. The dude has wild eyes too. Have you ever seen like his eyes? Like it. Have you seen him?
He does always look kind of
Bug
out there.
eyed. Like he's like on some fucking uppers. You know, like
He may be, man. He may be.
so.
We never know. We never know. We're not throwing accusations around here. We don't know if Daniel Jones is on uppers or not, but he is wild eyes.
I think a team like Tennessee, who else is kind of
What about a team like the freaking Dolphins?
they got
Can
two.
we not? I know you got Tua, but how many times have we seen Tua? We don't know what Tua's future is, man. We don't know how many of those hits are left in there. That hit he took from DeMar Hamlin that sidelined him for over a month was not a vicious hit. And you showed us that you have absolutely no kind of backup plan behind that guy. I'm not saying Daniel Jones should go down there and start over Tua. I'm just saying there's worse people to have sitting over there holding the clipboard just in case.
No, I agree with you there. But I think in a place like Tennessee, he could probably have a shot to start.
I think they're going to live and die by Will Levis for another year.
Think so?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, the guy shows the ability to be able to make some of the throws, but then he shows, kind of like Jameis, shows the ability to make some bonehead plays, man.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones is going to be a good backup quarterback in the NFL. He might land somewhere where a team needs like a bridge quarterback or they're desperate, like an Andy Dalton type, you know?
What about your Colts, man?
Oh, we're living with Richardson, and he actually had a good game last
He had
game.
a really good game on Sunday. Let's give credit where credit is due. Played very well on Sunday.
Sells free. Dolphins would be a good landing spot. Let him sit as a number 2 until Tua retires this year or next. And yeah, Levis is going to get another year.
Yeah, I think so. When you invest kind of money you already have into that guy there, you might as well see how it works. And Will says after he clears waivers, he should sign with the Cowboys and play the Giants on Thanksgiving. I mean, is that a realistic possibility, you think?
Man, Cowboys, what do they have to play for?
You just paid Dak all that damn money.
Will they just fire McCarthy already?
I mean, I don't know what we're waiting on.
Exactly.
I don't know why we wouldn't want to go ahead and get out in front of this thing and have our pick of the litter when it comes to the coach I want to bring in.
Yeah.
So, but Daniel Jones, like I said, how long? And Will is our contract guy. He knows all these different contracts and things. And what's up, Sales Free? How you doing, by the way? But Will knows all the different contract things. He said after he clears waivers, I don't know how long that necessarily takes. He says he could play on Thanksgiving, so it's got to be within the next week. I guess it's just what 3-4 days,
probably
something like that. So once he clears waivers, there somebody can pick him up. And I guess that's how that works. Steps is it? So if after he clears the waivers, if you pick him up on waivers, you got to pay the contract. If you don't, then I guess you sign him for whatever.
Yeah, then he's like unrestricted.
Man. That is going to be a dent. That's a pay cut right there, ain't it?
I mean, I'm wondering if
it seems like most.
I guess because if it's a mutual agreement that he's also saying that he's because what about all the money he's owed? Does that just get cut off? Is that how that contract works?
Well, I guess New York has to eat $20 million in the dead cap there or whatever. They would have been on the hook for another $23 million if he had sustained an injury where he couldn't pass a physical going into next year, which he's just coming back off an ACL injury. What this year, right? He tore his ACL last year.
Here we go.
He still gets his money from the Giants. That was guaranteed in his contract. Okay. Whatever he was guaranteed, he'll still get 12 to 20 million for a year. With a new team, I would think most of his money wasn't guaranteed, though. Will says, okay. Like I said, Will is our contract guy, and he will give us a little bit better rundown on this probably tomorrow on the morning show and stuff. We'll talk a little more about it and all that. But the facts are Daniel Jones is no longer the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. He is no longer even on the team for the New York Giants. Now, he'll be able, like I said, got to clear waivers in a few days, and he'll be able to sign wherever, and somebody's going to pick this guy up, right, Steps? There's a lot of worse quarterbacks in the league than taking a shot on Daniel Jones.
So it says that it won't really make a difference for the Giants for 2024 because his $47.8 million hit was this year. And then if someone claims him on waivers, they'll have to pay his remaining salary of the year, which is $13.8 million. So I'm sure he'll clear waivers. And then, like Will said, a team can can come in and pick him up and pay him the league minimum. So it looks like he's getting all his guaranteed money for his contract, which all was on the back end here this year, which he was loaded up. So looks like Giants aren't going to take a hit either way. So other than just giving him a chance to go play somewhere else.
That's fair. And it looks like that it was a mutually agreed upon thing. You know, he requested to have the release. They decided to honor that. It looks like it will be what's probably best for both parties. This ship sailed, man.
Yep.
He's been the starting quarterback for the better part of 6 years now. It just ain't worked out. That
and
happens.
You're probably going to get the same with DeVito. You know,
I mean,
or better. It can't be worse.
I mean, it ain't going to be worse because you ain't paying him near as much damn money to get out there and do that.
And I like the DeVito story better. He's a New York guy. So
yeah, we like Tommy DeVito. I'm gonna bet the house on the Bucks this week, though.
You seen his agent before?
No,
I got to show you.
You show me his agent.
Filibuster.
All right, you're good. Well, y'all, let us know what you think. Please follow the channel. You can sit and comment on this video at the bottom in the, like I said, in the comments there. Let us know what you think about all this. Tell us how you feel, man. We want to know.